Disabled villagers who live in a North Yorkshire community have been protesting about new rules they say will threaten their future. Botton village was established 60 years ago, and since then disabled residents have lived alongside unpaid carers in a shared community. But now the charity that runs the village, which has its own farm, shops and bakery, says they're breaking tax rules by doing so. Our business correspondent Ian Reeve reports.
For 60 years, Botton's community has provided a home for those with learning disabilities. Some have been here for generations, and living alongside them, able-bodied volunteers, so-called co-workers. But the model is being dismantled. The charity that runs Botton, the Camp Hill Village Trust, or CVT, says new tax rules mean volunteers who currently claim all their expenses must become paid workers and can no longer share accommodation with those they care for unless they agree to the move. Botton, we are Botton, we are free. And so this morning a rather musical demonstration against that. 75 of the 95 disabled villagers have signed a petition against the co-worker move and delivered it to CVT's offices in Malton today.
We as the villagers want to keep the co-workers because you can have a kind of a relationship in them in a way, like really good friends or so. But the thing I'm not so sure about having carers is that you can't really know them, because the problem is you'd have to have different carers every day, and that makes me a little bit concerned.
I probably work about 60 hours a week. Once you start paying someone for their time, you change the relationship that they would then have with the other community members. You're paying for a service then, and then we would also be restricted to 37.5 hours. We wouldn't be allowed to live with the villagers under European laws.
For its part, the Camp Hill Village Trust insists the new rules must apply in a village with £1 million a year trading deficit, and some co-workers have signed up.
I'm hoping that when we get through the next few months, we will then start to be able to really work towards a new vision and a project that is groundbreaking.
But that new project may not come to fruition. Supporters of the old ways want to raise £250,000. It will fund legal action in an attempt to retain the status quo here at Botton. Ian Reeve, BBC Look North.